You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed,
you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me.
yeah, you've got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
You got a friend in me.
If you got troubles,
I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you.
if we stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you got a friend in me.
Yeah, you got a friend in me.
Okay, so we've got a few people that may join us, held up in traffic, but we're going to start anyway. So can I begin by welcoming you all to Chilham Village Hall and to the naming ceremony for Emily-Hazel. It's a glorious day. You know, we could have had snow, we could have had rain, we could have had just about anything today, but it's a beautiful day. And I think naming ceremonies are beautiful things. You know, I'm baptised. I was a Christian till I was 21, then I fell off the wagon. But baptism is very much something you have to do. You know, you're part of a church, your family is part of a church, you want your child to be part of a church. Whereas naming is very much a celebration. It's actually just a celebration that we've got a new little light shining in the world. And I can see we've got some other lights that are just shining a little bit brighter than what we've got. But it really is a thing you choose to do. And as such, that makes it very much a celebration. Nobody's had their arm, and mother says, turn up at the church in your shirt and tie, you know, say yes and thank you to the vicar. It's a celebration for somebody new joining the world. So I want to thank you personally all for coming. I know I've spoken to you all, but I'm Gemma's mum. But I also follow my own belief system in that we're all connected one way or another. Doesn't mean to say I'm going to come spy in your home or anything like that, but everything is connected, everything is for a reason. So when we see the new children, the new beginnings, for me it really is an opportunity to think about our own lives as well. And that's what I want to share with you. I want you all to be part of this. So don't fall asleep, don't get bored, because you might have something to do as we go through the ceremony. The importance of a naming ceremony is really to bring people together. It has no other value. If you're not here, Ricky and Gemma know Emily-Hazel's name, they're beginning to know her character. It's because you're here that this is a special occasion. And as such, we as a family would hope that your interest in some way will stay with Ricky and Gemma and Emily-Hazel in their time ahead. It's also, of course, an opportunity for these two to be the proud parents. You know, we had COVID when they were trying to get married, bless them, and every time a wedding was planned, it got cancelled. So there was never these big get-togethers that they could say, look, we're a couple. But now they can say, look, we're parents. So it's very much an opportunity for them to share that with you as well. You know, as witnesses of a day like this, everybody, I've seen it here with the other children as well, and certainly when Isaac came, I went straight up and introduced myself. I can remember his name, can't remember yours. Because we all see something fantastic in babies, even if you're not a baby person, you know? You still see this whole new world, yes, this whole new world, this opportunity to think about when you were a new baby. Difficult, especially when you're tall guys, like you lot are, but you started in that same place, that place of expectation, of an unwritten story, You know, let's be honest, you can all put your hands up and say you're carrying a bit of a burden now, if it's only inflation. But life gets tough. But when you're this age, all you want is to be happy, to be loved, and to be cared for. And each new day is a new day of discovery. You learn to walk, you learn to speak, you learn what life is about, who your parents are, who you like and who you don't like. If I look at her at the moment, she just cries at me. But you've all had that same blank page to write on. You all started in the same place. And it's so easy in life to forget that your life is your life. You're writing your book as we speak. So when we come together with children present like this, look at them and remember your own life. Remember the good things and the possibilities and the great dreams and the wishes that you had for yourselves. And as such, we're going to play a song to begin that Gemma chose, that she said she sings to Emily-Hazel quite often. But actually the words are quite lovely, if I can play it correctly. My family know me and technology don't go well together.
This is my moment. This is my perfect moment with you. This is what God meant. This is my perfect moment with you. Wish I could freeze this space and time. The way that I feel for you inside. This is my moment. This is my perfect moment with you. Tell me nothing when you leave. You're more than a shadow. That's what I believe. You take me places I never thought I'd see. Minute by minute, you're the world to me. I wish I could fly. The look in your eyes, the way that I feel for you inside. This is my moment. This is my perfect moment with you. And not tomorrow is a lonely day. Here and now,
So this is a new beginning for Ricky and Gemma, and a time that they're going to start to work together to raise a happy and healthy child. Names are so important in life. First name signifies the individuality of the child, and the last name gives them the history and background of the family. A quote by Jodie Picoult, an author who writes about family, relationships and love. I'm sure some of the ladies might have seen her books. She says something quite significant. When you love someone, you say their name differently. We haven't got the older children here. Maybe Max comes into this category. But when you're getting told off, they don't say Max the same way that they say it when they love you. So a name very much carries a sense of family, a sense of belonging, and a sense of relationship. And Emily-Hazel very much carries a legacy. Today she's wearing a christening gown, or a naming gown, that will belong to her mother and my other daughter Sally, and also is partly my christening gown. We had a friend who put the two together to make one new one. She's a very clever lady. Gemma just sent her a lot of measurements from the two dresses, and this one came back. I'm not sure it's quite elegant enough for Emily-Hazel, but it carries the legacy of her mother and her grandmother also. She also carries a very special name, Emily-Hazel. And Ricky and Gemma couldn't quite agree. Ricky was on about he wanted Hazel first, and Gemma wanted Emily first, and then they decided to put the two together. And the name Emily actually means to emulate, to copy someone, to look up to someone. And Hazel was the name of Emily-Hazel's great-grandmother, my husband's mother. She died quite young. Gemma doesn't really remember her at all. Very sadly, she had a motor neuron disease, which took her far too early. But whenever we think, Sally and I, Sally had a lot more interaction with her grandmother, and myself, and my husband, we always remember that she put family first, always, in everything that she did. She loved her family so much. She was a soft and kind woman, and yet fiercely protective. I mean fiercely. You know, for her family, she would be the lioness through and through. And I hope that these two names that Ricky and Gemma have chosen will be her guiding light for a life that will be filled with kindness. Yes. So I'm going to come to the naming part of our ceremony. And Gemma and Ricky chose the theme of elephants for Emily-Hazel when she was born. The first toy I knitted was a huge elephant for her. And we need to remember about the elephant. The elephant is very family orientated. If ever you like watching nature programs, you will see when a new calf is born, a new baby elephant is born, all of the females will look after that calf. They will all stand round it and protect it until it can walk and it can feed. And if mother is asleep, there will be another mother looking after that child. So the elephant family are, throughout the whole of their long lives, very much united as one. And of course, we all remember the phrase that elephants never forget. They have very long memories. So it's a very good thing to have a naming ceremony for a beginning of a life. And these are sacred promises. They come in the eyes of God, and we ask that God joins us this day, however or whoever you may see your God as. We ask that God will guide you in your thoughts and in your encouragement that you will need to be able to help Emily-Hazel. I ask also this day that God gives you two the strength to face your lives ahead, that you can all have one joyous family. And I'm going to ask you now to make your promises to Emily-Hazel. And if you can just say, I promise, after each one, please. I know. Do you promise to love and support Emily-Hazel to the very best of your ability?
Promise.
Do you promise to listen to Emily-Hazel and to teach her the importance of honesty, generosity, and tolerance?
I promise.
Do you promise to inspire Emily-Hazel to follow her dreams and to teach her to persevere when she feels defeated?
I
Thank you. So I'm going to invite you two also to say, I promise. Sally and Ma, Auntie and Uncle, do you promise that Emily-Hazel will be able to trust you with anything and turn to you for reassurance when she needs it?
Oh, sure. I promise.
Oh, dear. Do you promise to offer Emily-Hazel support and encouragement whenever she needs it? I promise. Oh. Do you promise to support Gemma and Vicky in that you will always be there for Emily-Hazel if for any reason they cannot? I promise. So I'm going to ask the 4 pillars of support to light a candle, that your lights will join together and burn brightly, to light a way forward for Emily-Hazel to confidently follow you. And I have a special candle for you all to light, and it says on it, "Together we make a family." What do you say? What does that mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So these 2 candles that we have burning represent the light of family, the strength of family, the light that comes into the dark moments, the hard moments in life. It's easy to say words like this and say, "Oh, it's beautiful, it's a wonderful ceremony," but they have to mean something. If you're in a dark room and you have a candle burning, it will not feel so frightening. Very important to remember the power of light. We're not just lighting a candle, we're actually creating an energy for everyone here present. As grandparents, we would like to offer our words for Emily-Hazel. And I've chosen a poem, and the poem's called "I Wish for You One Thing," and that is love. And it's by William Byrd. I wish for you one thing, and that is love. Love for life, and pure, unfettered joy of being here on this good earth. May pleasure come from giving pleasure, and love that streams out of your burning heart, light the darkened world and make it bloom. I wish you to be loved both well and long by all those whom you love, and that these be many, among whom, not at least, might be yourself. May you love the beautiful and the good, and always act with honesty and justice, being what you would wish others to be. But most of all, Emily-Hazel, I wish for you a love, into which your love might plunge and drown, an ocean in which you might live and breathe. Love. I'm going to invite those who want to. Don't, if you're going to cringe with embarrassment, you don't have to do anything. But anybody who would like to step forward and place their light, or you don't have to say anything, just light a candle. It's your choice.
Just a perfect day. With sangria in the heart. Then later, when it gets dark, we go home. Just a perfect day. Feed animals in the zoo. Then later, a movie too, and then home. It's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on. Just a perfect
come towards the end of our naming ceremony, I have some small gifts that Emily-Hazel gave me her pocket money. It was pocket money I hadn't given her, that she told me to spend for her. And she has chosen for each of you a little heart. So for Mark, Emily-Hazel wants to give you a green heart to represent the love of nature and of animals. For Sally, a turquoise heart to represent spirituality and also humour in her life. For Ricky, her dad, a white heart for energy and to protect her from all negative thoughts in her life. And for Gemma, her mum, a pink heart, just like her own, filled with unconditional love of the purest form. And for Emily-Hazel, a very large pink heart to carry the love of today with you for always. But I thank you once again for coming, because today only exists because of you. A naming ceremony is only a ceremony if it's shared. It's not, her name is her name, it's not a birth certificate. It only becomes special because you've come to share it. So thank you very much. So I'm going to play the last song, very typical I'm afraid, but isn't she lovely? At the moment, she's lovely.
Get all your attention. So first of all, I'd like to thank everyone here for turning up today. I understand some of you have had to book time off work and some of you might have had to travel quite a distance to get here. We appreciate you being here celebrating this occasion for Emily-Hazel's name day. I'm sure she appreciates it. We've got a future to look forward to. We'd like to wish her all the best in the future. Hope she does well. And we'd like to also thank the mother for organising this. Everything. And also thank mother-in-law for carrying out the service. Also thank these two here today. Yeah, I'd say thank you to everyone for coming. If you'd like to raise glasses to Emily-Hazel.
Emily-Hazel.